Hello, people of the internet. Nev Zircon here. So something we don't talk about often enough is the split attraction model. And I want to explain it in a way where you understand and, well, aren't ignorant about the subject like I once was. So, when I first learned about the split attraction model, my understanding of it was, well, just because asexual people don't experience sexual attraction doesn't mean they're not attracted to anyone in general. So I thought the split attraction model was actually made specifically just for asexual people because, well, asexual doesn't have to equal alone. I'm sure they still find people pleasing to the eye and that they still want love, for their life or whatever. Because asexual doesn't mean that all of a sudden they're not romantically attracted to people, right? Which everything that I just said is true, but the fact that the split attraction model was made only for asexual people is false. The thing is, the split attraction model can apply to anybody. So, for example, we could have a bisexual person, someone who's sexually attracted to men and women. Well, maybe they're only romantically attracted to women and not men. Maybe when it comes to men, they only think about getting it in and nothing else, which is fine. Don't slut shame. And don't shame people for their sexuality, okay? This message brought to you by Nev Zircon. But anyway, when I assumed that this system was only made for asexual people, I assumed that the rest of us just got what we got. For example, me. For almost the past decade, I've identified myself as pansexual. I assumed because I was pansexual, that would automatically make me panromantic, right? Sexual attraction and romantic attraction aren't tied in together by default. They can be different. I ended up finding out recently about myself that I'm demiromantic, so this isn't just new to the internet world, this is new to everybody in my life as well. I just came out recently that I'm demiromantic. I thought maybe for a while that I was demisexual, but I realized I was wrong. So to add some context into this situation before I explain to you what demiromantic is. Demisexual means that you need to experience a bond before sexual attraction is there. So you cannot just be sexually attracted to anybody, okay? You need a bond with this person. And I hear a lot of times people trying to invalidate this, saying you don't need some new made-up special snowflake term to describe what everybody feels. But the thing is, not everybody feels that. What ultimately made me realize that I wasn't demisexual is that I kind of sat there and thought critically. That, well, I could see some random person on the street, like a stranger, or, even a celebrity on TV and think, damn, they're sexy, I would tap that. That's sexual attraction without a bond. So how would I be demisexual? Like, this isn't obviously something that everybody feels, so stop invalidating people, okay? Another important message brought to you by Nev Zircon. But for real. I realized after thinking critically that I'm not demisexual. But I still felt like that demi label applied to me, maybe just in a different way. I ended up realizing I'm demiromantic because I need a strong bond with someone before I feel a romantic attraction to them. So, dating for me, for example. It was like a trial run for me, which I understand most people think of it that way, but I think of it differently than most people, okay? Not to say that I was like easy per se, but if someone came up to me, if I was single, and was like, hey, I think you're attractive, would you want to go on a date or something? I would just kind of view it as hanging out, but with maybe possibly a little bit more. And I would be down. I'd be like, yeah, sure. Unless I had a really good reason to reject you, I would usually give people a chance. So, yeah, I don't experience that whole, oh my God, I kissed him and I knew he was the one from that moment, or that love at first sight stuff. I don't experience that, okay? And I also don't have crushes. I develop what's called a squish, which basically means I want more than friendship with you, but I still don't want to be tied down romantically to you. Like, I'm not in a rush for any romantic things or romantic feelings. Like, I'm just kind of chilling right now in this current state, basically. And it also made me realize why I had such a fucking issue with getting crushes or falling in love with fucking people I was friends with, because that bond was there, you see? And it also explains why I want that friendship dynamic whenever I'm in a relationship, because that bond is so important for me to feel more, you know? So anyway, that's my video. Remember, no matter what sexual or romantic orientation you are, you're valid and you're wonderful just the way you are, okay? Don't let anybody invalidate you. You're fucking awesome.